Hey, how's it going, Blue? Welcome back, welcome back. Just one day from Friday. Just one day. I'm gonna take a break from all this madness in the market. But yeah, how's your Thursday going so far? I'm a little like half hour late. Time as usual. Even though I usually stream at 8 o'clock on the dot, but I still had dinner to finish. And then I was going through a little issue when I woke up. For some reason, I went on my Instagram, and as soon as I went to my account, it literally told me that I was logged out. Exactly what it said on the notification. It said error. You've been logged out of name of Instagram. The account owner may have changed the password. And I'm like, excuse me? This is as I was waking up from my nap, because I took a nap earlier. And then I went to go and see what this is all about. When I was trying to add my account back, this was on my phone, and then it told me an error. Sorry, we couldn't complete your request. Please try again in a moment. So I really don't know what's going on. And then as I was trying to go to the settings on Facebook to try to change the password, I did use the 2FA actually, which worked, but at the same time, as I was trying to click on forget password so then the verification code could be sent to my email, I did it so many times and the email still doesn't arrive. It's not popping up, so I really don't know what's going on. I'm kind of like a little paranoid. So hopefully nobody's trying to actually access my shit. Never had that issue happen before. So hopefully nobody's trying to access my nobody knows my Yeah, they say 2FA is like recommended, but how secure is it really using a two-way authentication, whatever, you know? And do I have a SIM? I think I have an integrated SIM. No, what am I talking about? No, I actually do have access to take out the SIM and all that. But yeah, I do know, like, what's up, Plopsicle and Maddie, welcome back. Yeah, I mean, that would be some stuff, because you know what's crazy? They had posted online in an article, I forgot what website, and it said that there was actually a threat of another cyber attack. Don't know which country, but like, yeah, all jokes aside, like, you know, if that's the case, like, hello. Like, what are the odds of that actually happening? it already happened. Like, when was it? Like a couple of weeks ago, when we had a supposed cyber attack. Oh, did I just I transitioned it again? Okay, but yeah, I don't really know what's going on. So if I just like put in here cyber attack, maybe I can get something going on here. Oh, this was the one that I was actually looking into. Not specifically The Verge, but here it says U.S. warns of cyber attacks against water systems throughout the nation. Thank you, Maddie. Cyber attacks are targeting U.S. water systems, warns EPA and the White House. States are being asked to assess vulnerabilities at water utilities following attacks linked to Chinese and Iranian governments. All right, here in the letter sent to all U.S. governors on Tuesday, the White House and the Environmental Protection Agency cited ongoing threats from hackers linked with Iranian and Chinese governments, warning that similar attacks could disrupt its access to clean drinking water and quote-unquote impose significant costs on affected communities. So that's all I got so far in terms of cyber attacks, but nothing against like social media or any outages and stuff like that. So but yeah, it was freaky to see that, so I'm still waiting for that email so I can change my my password. But as that's happening, we're just gonna go right into the stream. So let's see. When I was logged into your Instagram, there was a freaky shit in there. You like 3 ways, yeah. We're in a pre-war phase. Yeah. It's yeah. I gotta focus. Anyway, everyone, welcome again to my psychic reading. Welcome again to my hypothetical technical analysis charting talks a lot of fun stuff stream with yours truly, Land of All Trades. Welcome in. Of course, the usual, right? Anything that's being said here in the chat, on the stream in general, is not financial advice, just strictly our opinion. This is for educational and entertainment purposes, yada yada yada. You're your own decision maker of your own money and your investments, as long as you're safe and you're properly hedged and you're doing the right thing so you won't get destroyed. Mark Maddox, welcome back to the stream. Thank you so much on the congratulations. We will discuss that for sure later on as we're getting through these tickers real quick. I know that Ace is actually gonna stream on 9 o'clock, so if you guys are gonna tune in, just let me know. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit more fluid and more quicker than usual. Yeah, definitely. And Blue 5, thank you for posting the link to the music channel. All the music that's being played in the stream is by yours truly, myself. But the name of the channel is Concrete Jungle City Lo-Fi, and you can find it on the link that's posted on the chat. So feel free to check it out, share some love, show some love, and subscribe. But anyways, we get it right into it. Okay. I do need to purchase the egg timer. Blue 5 has been getting on me on that, and I need to get that. All right. But for real, let's just focus for a bit and just move on quickly. We're gonna go right into the daily chart for GTII. All right, so just of course, you know, always have some patience for Poppy. Okay. And if you guys noticed, there has been an influx of volume compared to yesterday, because yesterday we saw volume that we haven't seen in, I think I would like to say probably January. I forgot the specific date, but it was on the last stream. And yesterday's volume was at 91,589. So if you guys can remember when was the last time we ever had volume for GTII this low, that could be something to think about, because now today's volume, we ended up trading in 223,777 shares on the volume, and we ended up in the green. We ended up 5.11% up in the day. Nice looking candle there. If you all can agree, that is bullish. All right, and it's following right over the yellow bubble, and we had closed at 29.5 cents from a low of 27.6. We did reach 30 cents because it just likes to hang around 30 cents. And that is pretty much the sweet spot. That is where it's holding at. It's where it always has been consolidating for about a month and a half. So something, in my opinion, is brewing. Y'all can agree, all right? Now, in terms of the MACD, is actually bottom. It's looking to consolidate and try to cross over. Let me get my handy dandy epic pen. All right, until this pops out. Okay, there you go. And so, why am I sweating through my armpits, man? That's gross. It's tearing up. So we're just looking for more momentum, more volume for tomorrow. As you can see, the MACD is actually trying to flatten, to stay flat and try to curl back up. We have the dark red bar here as momentum is starting to increase to the upside. We also have the RSI curling right back as well. And let's see the TTM squeeze. You see the TTM squeeze, even though it's supposed to be kind of like coming down this way for more downside, it's actually staying more and more flat. So who knows if it follows what we're saying, it actually starts printing these green bars and start to move back up in momentum. So that's what we want to see in general with GTII. And I know it's probably been like 3 minutes already, 30 seconds. Let's go to the 4-hour really quick. Dude, I think this is the reason why I'm actually sweating. But you can tell on the 4-hour chart, same deal. It's within the yellow circle, and we are trying to look forward. We're trying to look for 30 cents and over tomorrow. We just need that extra volume, double the amount that we had today, over 200,000. Heck, we couldn't even use another million volume day. So that's that for GTII. In terms of my sentiment, it's still bullish. We still got the dark red bars here and the potential for the curl up here on the MACD. Perhaps the curl up here on the RSI, and the momentum here on the TTM squeeze, about to climb back over. So yeah, just keep that noted. All right, remember, anything is subject to change depending on the conditions of the market. So, you know, there's no right or wrong answer. We're just speculating, and for now, what we have right now is that channel, that upper channel that we had created yesterday, and hopefully that we will be able to see over 30 cents tomorrow for Friday, last trading day of the week. So now that we are at Fngr minus, damn it. Oh gosh, but it's good training, so I appreciate that, Blue. Anyways, what we see from Fngr, let's go to the daily. Was that volume of GTI yesterday was smaller than the adequate schooling? Oh god. So here the good news is Fngr was up 6.10%, and what we had previously discussed on last night's stream was the bounce off of the $2 major support that seems to have always been respecting in the past. All right, so if we just take a look at how it looked like in the past, you can tell within these circles here, I drew them out. It's always been that level of support there before the bounce, or maybe a little swing, however you would like to think of it. But right now it's pretty much how it's playing out to be like a double bottom. So the whole process here, and we're picking up, and we are now at a volume of 154,247 compared to yesterday's volume, which was actually a little bit more, but for some reason the volume was a lot more on the buying side, so more buying pressure. And now let's just zoom in a little bit here. So now as it's actually entering that zone where it likes to be in, if the 8-day moving average exponential starts to climb a lot more tomorrow and cross over the 21-day moving average exponential, we have that open window there, the opportunity for Fngr to start breaking out and retest 250. 250 is the goal target, either 250 or right at the 50-day moving average exponential at 265. Just keep that noted. All right, and you can see here, as we always like to check out the indicators for proof, for the confirmation. You can see this starting to come back up, and an attempt to cross over that red line on the MACD, kind of like a pennant if you think about it, and then we're just waiting for that breakout. We're about to flip in the green, so that's another great sign. And the RSI also curling up. My god, my voice just broke out. Damn, I need water. Chart boobies. You already seen the boobies, all right? Stop being fresh, Maddie. All right, we printed out here on the daily a bar, a dark orange bar, which means the momentum is actually curling back to the upside. So all of that is looking good. All right, for Fngr. All right, this is what we wanted to see. Eventually, everything starting to come into fruition here as well on the 4-hour chart. The crossover here and the nice green juicy bars of momentum on the MACD, all playing out. We love to see it, and we love to see this all start to cross right over the 50-day moving average exponential. So once that's set and ready to go, then we can be able to focus on the next target, which is 250. So I'm gonna leave that right there. It's not perfect, all right, but it'll do, and that is my sentiment on Fngr. All right, now let me just dry out my armpits because they're crying right now. Yeah, sorry, that's a little gross. Blue 5 is making me work right now. If you're liking this content so far, please do me a favor, show some love, hit that like, and we're gonna be moving on right now. Just took a sip of nice sour and sweet lemon iced tea. All right, so we're just we're gonna move this a little bit more down like this. All right, going on to the next ticker right now that I see on my watch list of monumental plays is, what do we see? So DBMM. Hold on. What is actually no, wait a minute, because I know elongated popsicle just spoke about LUNR. All right, guys, just 10 minutes away from Ace streaming, so prepare for that. LUNR, wow, this is quite a surprise. LUNR is actually now, they just actually found the bottom here. Wow. Oh, actually, as a matter of fact, breaking, there was a news release on Fngr at 9 o'clock in the morning today, and it says here that Fngr Motion and CEO Martin Shen win awards at the FinNext conference. So as you know, Fngr, which is a mobile data and service company, had announced today that the company and its chief executive officer, Martin Shen, received awards at the FinNext conference, which took place February 28th, 29th in Dubai. And as you know here, it says that FinNext, a leading event for the global financial sector, recognized Fngr Motion with its Excellence in Finance Companies Award, while giving Mr. Shen the Excellence in Finance Leaders Award in recognition of his contribution to the finance industry. So perhaps that must have been the reason why we were up 11. We were up 6% on the day. So that's a good sign also for Fngr. Now, as for LUNR here, for jeggings, it seems like they had earnings. Yeah, so they had earnings. They're trending on social media and volatile Thursday after the company reported its fourth quarter financial results. The company reported quarterly sales of $30.56 million, which beat the analyst consensus estimate of $22.2 million by 37.66%. That's a huge how you call it? It's a huge difference in expectations there. But as you can see here, it's following a nice trend here on the 4-hour chart. Beautiful trend. Everything is crossing over the 50-day moving average, exponential, right above the 200. And here on the MACD, we have this nice increase here in momentum, which is actually a good sign to see. You would like to see that continue to increase and climb, even though the RSI is actually an overbought territory. We still have the momentum increasing here on the TTM squeeze. So I'd say look forward to LUNR to try and break over 620, which is potentially the resistance. But if it breaks over that, then who knows, we might have a rocket to the LUNR and try to retest $7. So who knows if that could happen before this week is over, tomorrow, Friday, or as we get into next week, LUNR can properly stand itself up and ignite the thrusters and try to rocket back to $7 or more than that. So we just leave it at that. 2 minutes, damn, it's counting. But you're actually increasing the chat rate, so keep going. Anyways, let's go to OCGN. Mark Maddox has just talked about it. What a call out here. As we've been discussing OCGN since it broke $1, and we kept an eye on it for a while ever since. So here on the daily chart, you can see a nice, it's pretty nuts. So as of right now, today it had hit 160 and a low of 130 with a close at 134 on the day. So even though it reached 160, it looks like there was some profit taking or whatever the case is. Probably would try to short it back down, as 150 could be the, or 150 to 160 could be the potential resistance, as it's actually cooling back down, and maybe, just maybe, it's looking to cool off and try to consolidate again right around the 120 area, either 120 area or 110 to 120, within that range, and then try to see if we can actually look for another leg up, because the trend overall is looking quite strong, in my opinion. As you can see, the 50-day crossing over the 200 EMA, and golden cross, hello. Everything is looking nice, you know, with the way the trend is, with the way the bands are looking here. The bullish bands are looking nice too as well. As we zoom in, and you can see here a nice expansion. So if it continues to move in that type of way, then we would actually see OCGN try to retest 150. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, hold on, let's check the 4-hour chart, because it shows me on the ask at 153, so it probably did come back to 150. Okay, alright, so it did come back, but the trend is still otherwise strong and increasing. So with that being said, as we actually try to look back at the last level of resistance and the, you know, blast from the past, so we're gonna go back to the daily chart, and we're gonna go and see where were we before, after 150. Let's see. So alright, so I'm guessing this would have to be the next level of resistance, because it seems like it had touched that level so many times. The touch, no touch us in the touch us zone, to touch us. Mad Gun, what's up? Welcome back, dude. I'm here malfunctioning because I'm on a rush here to try to get through all these stocks. Oh my god, I'm feeling the pressure from Blue. I'm joking, but hey, listen. I do it on my pace, all right? Relax. All right. So, if it continues to go the way it is for OCGN, as you can see here on the 4-hour chart, the bar here on the 4-hour literally coming back up and retesting 150. So that means we're back on the uptrend. We're back testing the resistance here at 160, and perhaps 170 will be next for tomorrow if the continuance of the uptrend goes off and we blast. Okay, we got that nice bright green bar printed here, and just to look at the confirmations here, we got the RSI. Even though it's overbought, we still bounce right back over, so I don't mean sheesh. And the momentum is freaking crazy right now on the DTM squeeze, so expect OCGN, in my opinion, to retest, crossover, and attempt to hit 170 and above before, I don't know, maybe there's some exhaustion and it cools off again and it comes back down. Who knows? It depends on what the situation is in the market. So, but yo, listen, what we got? Thank you guys. Let's see. What we got? DBMM. up 7.41%. But yo, I appreciate you being my egg timer, Blue 5. Alright, so it'll be discussed here for DBMM. Let's see. Alright, we did discuss it to try to come back over 2 zeros and 5. Looks like it just did that. Alright, we have some type of pennant here forming and a potential breakout here, where I feel like it still has that potential to break over 2 zeros and 6 and over. So just look out for that. I have no bearish sentiment so far. It looks like it's building quite nicely here in the MACD2 as well. We're just waiting for that to curl back up and cross over and start seeing some green over here. Alright, the RSI is looking nice too as well. Alright, even though it's a little bit in the neutral, curling up, and the TTM squeeze here printing that dark orange bar. So we're looking for that upside potential here, momentum. Alright, so that's for DBMM. And we're gonna move into the next one. Something called ANGH. Mark R had called this play out yesterday. I didn't know about it, but it seems like it's having one heck of a field day. It was up again 13.84% on the day, closing at 181, with the exception of ANGH moving a bit more during after hours. So interesting setup here as we see one and then after the other, and perhaps maybe we get a next bounce here, you feel me, to try to get over 205, perhaps to 240, maybe, perhaps, if the momentum continues and the volume keeps continuing to pour in. And if there's any, let's see if there's any type of, okay, so there's no news as of why this is actually moving the way it is. Maybe we got some big dogs piling in and buying it up, in my opinion. Maybe it's set to run because it had reached a specific bottom. This is on the 4 hour, as you can see. You see in the past it was at 63 cents, and then we had a nice little run here of 63 cents back in September, from all the way to $3.49 here around November, beginning of November, and then we just had this shorted crazily. So now that we have established the bottom here, and now we're looking for the next bounce and retest here at 225 to 250, around that range. So look for that for ANGH and try to see some more moves. I would like to go to the smaller time frame to see if that can confirm that move. And it seems like this is actually doing just that. Let me just remove this because this is invalid. I don't need this here. Alright, so pretty much as I drew out, it looks like higher highs. Probably make another higher high. So again, that same level, 220, 240, around there. That's the possibility. Okay, so for the hourly, the indicators, you see the same exact pattern here. Crossover. So it's pretty much like trending above the red line. So we're looking for the next cross over, and then in hopes that it peaks out around this range. Okay, before we tend to pull back and probably cool down from there. Depends on what the situation is. All right, not financial advice. RSI, same thing. Nice curl up, nice bounce, and CTM squeeze printed a green bar instead of a yellow and continuing back down, so that's a little stronger than usual. So that is for ANGH. So another stock that we've been talking about on the Discord, my man J Pong, aka Xmas Holiday. All right, he has been following KULR, and he's feeling really bullish on it, on his opinion. Not financial advice. And so as we take a look at KULR, which is an interesting name and a ticker symbol, and I don't know why it reminds me of KULR from Dragon Ball Z. So we're looking for, well, I mean, it did actually made it to the area here, the resistance, because you want to call that the supply zone. But if it holds, then that supply zone becomes the demand, and we could probably see a lot more potential to the upside. There is a lot of stuff going on with KULR, and we have some news that came out as of yesterday. All right, so before we get into the technicals, we see here that on the 19th, they had announced initial battery testing order for its safe case product with a U.S. automaker. All right, so what is this in detail? So let's see. Okay, so they confirm its collaboration with a leading U.S. automaker. The partnership focuses on mitigating thermal runaway risks in EV battery modules through KULR's advanced safe case trademark technology. And this project underscores KULR's commitment to safety and innovation in the rapidly growing electric vehicle market. All right. So it says here, CEO Michael Moe shared insights on the initiative and said, quote unquote, at KULR, we leverage a testing regime as rigorous as that of the KULR 1 project, vital for manned space exploration. By integrating these protocols with our safe case trademark and safe sleeve products, we ensure that lithium-ion batteries are handled with the highest safety standards for storage and transportation, ready for delivery to any location. All right. So then here, this morning at 8:36, they have approached a final milestone in upsized U.S. Army contract for advanced battery prototypes, which increased the contract value to $1.81 million. So that is that update for KULR. And as we look at the technicals, you can see that nice, it has a nice, well, I mean, pretty much like, this was at what? This was at 10 cents. 10 cents this past Friday? Was this 2 Fridays ago? No, this was February 9th. Okay, so 10 cents. It had jumped to 17 cents high, came back down to 12, 13 cents. Just been swinging up and down. Here we had a moment where on March 14th, the high went up to 26 cents, then dropped back down. So it's just been a lot of stopping here, a lot of swings. Then it came back down to 15 cents, and now it's climbing pretty steadily. If you think compared to like this type of action, in my opinion, if you see something like this trending and having a slow progressive like uptrend and then a cool off, the chances are, and don't quote on me, chances are that we could see this start to consolidate and then try to break the last high of 26 cents to potentially go over and make its way around this target area of like 30 cents, 28 to 30 cents, and then maybe we can hit around this area too as well. So yeah, we're just gonna like leave it at that. But so far as my buddy in the Discord, he is bullish on it, and we're gonna see what happens tomorrow if the momentum indeed continues for KULR, and then perhaps we see new highs, new day highs for KULR here as we yeah, even on the 15-minute. Let's see right now. Just here right now. Yeah, I actually like how this looks like on the 15-minute, but it has to hold. It actually has to hold here, because even though we have the bands turning from bearish to bullish, it still needs to increase to the upside in order for this price action to continue to as well, going up and holding above the 50-day moving average exponential. So if you look at the technicals here, we do have to watch and make sure that it doesn't fall below the red line here on the MACD, because if it does, then we have a potential for KULR to pull back and try to retest the 200 EMA at 19.20 cents before it makes its way back up and try to retest those levels at 22 and up. And then yeah, it seems like from there on, then we will see if it increases to the upside and whatnot. So I think that's my take on KULR as of right now. And what is going on? Oh wow, Zelly, you are yeah, you're late. Good morning to you, Zelly, and yeah, what the heck happened to you? Good to see you as always. Much love to you, and hopefully you slept good. You're getting that coffee ready. Keeping distracted enough to not notice. Oh no, I did notice, but nah, I'm not gonna start over. It's okay. I'll have timestamps ready in the description after the stream is over, which is coming soon. I mean, I'm not really gonna review much because there's not much going on. And I might end the stream a little earlier than usual. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. If it holds above, okay. I got that already done. I don't even know what to go over. Let's see. What else did we go over? I guess we might as well just go over some ETFs or something. Actually, let's check out ZJYL, because I know William was talking about that and something was supposed to happen next week. I mean, I don't know. I'm not too sure, like, what my take is on it. Overall, though, like, it seems like ZJYL did hit a bottom. Somehow it came off from $3.02. Excuse me. Thank you. 15-minute chart here shows that there had been a cross in the MACD. So that actually looks promising for some upside potential. Finally, after that whole time it's been coming down from what, $12? Ugh. My God. Let's see. Thank you, love. Thank you for that. Let's see. RSI is like slowly climbing up. So if you wanted to draw a trend line, it would look something like this. So if it continues to climb up in that sort of way, it looks like it's like trying to climb back up and retest these levels here at $4, right at the 200 EMA. So perhaps this could be the entry point for some investors to get in. And when you expect forward splits, and I've seen this before, you know that there's eventually a period where like it cools off. There's some volatility, of course, in the beginning, but then it starts to cool off and sell off. And I mean, if that's the case, then that's what we saw for ZJYL. And I mean, it was a huge sell-off. So compared to what happened after the forward split, let's just zoom in real quick. So a lot of zooming action. We had dropped to like a low of 558. This closed at 775. Then started trading within this range and popping here, staying within this range and then selling off a bit, then popping back up again in the attempt to try to break out, and then stay suppressed, and then just a massive sell-off after that. Stairway down all the way to a low of $3. So from here it's like, oh shoot, like what are the chances of this becoming the bottom, right? But if there's a lot of people that are, a lot of retail that got into this, you might, tell yourself, well, I mean, if they're seeing this happen from 7 and change, 12, whatever, and it's completely like getting shorted like crazy, people are going to eventually panic, right? They're going to panic, and you're going to see that the momentum isn't slowing down to the downside, unless things change and they find that this area here at $3 and above is the entry point for investors or whales or whatever you want to call it, to try to like bounce this right back over and to head back to those resistance levels at $4, $5. But as of right now, it's just consolidating, and it's I don't know how it's gonna play out. Either it continues and to try to break below 3 tomorrow and hit new lows, or it stays consolidating and then it tries to attempt to break back up to $4. All right, so that's the only thing that I can say about ZJYL, in my opinion. Not financial advice, of course, but yeah, that's all I got for ZJYL. Let's see what's going on with AQST. Alright, so for example, AQST on the 4 hour, we had this nice action to the upside here from what do we got here from the beginning of February. It seems like there were a lot of buyers coming in. We had a nice uptrend coming up here, and then from at this point I figured we start selling off, and then we hear about an offering which brought it down to 450 around that area. So now that it's like slowly cooling down, and you can tell here on the MACD that we were actually seeing this starting to go right back here, find a bottom, and then try to now act as a support off the 200 EMA above $4 hopefully. And we did close at 438 for Acquestive with the ask on 450. So if this continues, then we can start heading back up and try to retest $5. If not tomorrow, then the next coming week. What? But as I'm here analyzing, let's see. We see this actually consolidating, and perhaps the RSI can break out from here. And the TTM squeeze did print out a orange bar here, a dark orange bar. So that means that there is that potential for the momentum to start to the upside. So interesting. But then the daily chart has me a little spooked a little bit. Like the bands here turning bright red here. So I don't know if it means that Acquestive could try to come back down and retest here the 50-day EMA at over 360 before it tries to bottom out from there. But I don't know. This needs to just stay here, consolidate, and then try to bring back up the momentum to the bullish side. So that's my take on that. Damn. The MACD on the daily had a cross here, but the RSI on the other hand seems like it's trying to flatten out straight up and probably try to get a bounce. So we'll see what happens with Acquestive. I really don't have no sentiment, but the fact that they did receive the price targets from those analysts, one for $8 and then the other, I believe it was like for $10 a share. So I feel like it's something that we still have to try to look forward to, So who knows? Maybe that could be that the next move, depending if they release some type of catalyst or press release. So we'll just look out for that. Anyway, I don't know. I think there's not much that I can go over right now. What do you think? What do you think, Lion? let's talk about GME. Let's talk about what happened to GME. Bubbles. Where's the bubbles? Did I not make bubbles for GME? Oh, that's different. Bubble farts, no. Let's see what's happening on the daily with GME. Alright, so the little doji here, and it seems like it did hit a bottom, and we're just a few days away for earnings, which is on the 26th. And so for some reason I was actually stating last stream that GME could perhaps hit 14 bucks before this week is over. And it so happened that there was some type of volatility spike, or I don't know what happened exactly. I don't know if this is in regards to earnings, which is coming on the 26th next week, or I don't know why there's maybe it's a reaction to the Reddit IPO that happened today. And actually, yeah, I think Reddit IPO today, and it was up 62% on the debut. But what was actually interesting is that the CEO has stated that he is also a member of Wall Street Bets on Reddit. So who knows if that had some type of reaction to meme stocks like GME to have such a spike. And we did end up crossing over or breaking over $14 a share. And I could have sworn it was a lot higher. So yeah, it did reach approximately wow, actually that's interesting, because here the level here is at 1402, and it so happened that it hit 1402 on the high of that wick. So that's pretty cool to see. But of course, you know, we did have you know, some market conditions in play, and it did drop back down to a low of 1354, but then went back up to 1390, and then it closed at 1375, and then the next 4-hour candle after that ended up closing at 1383 from a low of 1370. So this looks like to me that it's actually starting to come back to the upside. It's trending upward. So we have, actually I'm going to draw that right now, because it looks like it's getting ready to draw out a channel. So I'm going to here doing my thing. I'm going to just take this right now, and then we're going to just redraw it as a channel here, and hopefully this is the channel that it will follow for tomorrow. It doesn't have to be accurate, but this is just a rough estimate. This is, of course, hypothetical TA, as I like to call it. So also, one thing to mention is the bands. The bands literally turned back green, and now we see it curling back up, and it's in favor of that channel and that upward movement. Of course, you got the MACD doing the same thing, the RSI curling back up, and the TTM squeeze also coming back up in momentum. So that is a good sign for GME to do some moves. before next week's earnings. And so just look for potential for GME to reach $14. Again, I'm still going with that prediction before Friday is over and we are above $14. All right, so that's for GME. Last but not least, it looks like AMC did not favor with whatever was happening. There was no type of reaction. It still continues to be suppressed, and unfortunately these bubbles are invalid, so I'm gonna have to take these off because what we have now is more of a bearish divergence happening with AMC, as AMC is trending below the 50-day EMA, and it's actually falling down more. We did hit a low of 415, closed at 420. Wow, it really likes 420, huh? But could it actually bounce back from here? That's the question. So if this consolidates from this point, flattens out, and it starts to curl right back up, then we would see it try to come back over to 430, 440, depending on how volatile it becomes. It's curling up here in the RSI, potentially crossing over in the MACD, and maybe we can probably see a dark red orange bar pop up here so they can confirm that upside. But for now, it's under the 50-day EMA, and we are kind of like coming down a lot more. So bearish case scenario, this continues, then we could see AMC meet that major level support at $4 a share, which I know that, you know, retail doesn't want to see that because we've been waiting so long for AMC to make some big moves. All right, so just look forward to that. Hopefully that's not the case, but because it likes to hang around this area a lot, you can see it in the past here, so if this is the case, then we can start pushing back up, but you still have that potential to come back down and retest $4, and hopefully that would be the last bottom for AMC before it starts to make some unprecedented moves to the upside. All right, so that's my take on it. I think I'm done. Because there's not much right now that I can go over. If there's anything that comes up, I will make a video on it and a short recap. But as of right now, my brain is fried. So it's been a long week, and I'm just gonna call it a night and see what happens tomorrow, Friday, the last day of the trading week, and see if we can make some moves. All right, so unfortunately that's that. I'd like to thank everybody who came on tonight. Blue 5, Plopsicle or Jeggings, Moistly, Maddie, Mark Maddox, Mad Gun for just a quick second, and Zelly. So thank you all for, of course, hopping in real quick with me. And shoot, man, let's hope for a miracle tomorrow. Cause I'm tired. I'm for sure everybody else is tired. Anyways, all right, that's it for tonight's stream. Well, I'll take it easy. All right, and have a great morning, afternoon, evening. Take it easy, be safe, and yeah, see y'all. Big hearts, much love. And yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow. Another edition of the stream with yours truly, Line of All Trades. Take care, y'all.